after the game, after the last game, it seems like Sonny had I wouldn't say serious, but he had some kind of injury. So is he doing well with that?
Yeah, there's no injury.
And your what would be your like next step or plan to utilize Boanga and Sonny here on the coming game? Would it be similar that we've seen on the last game? Or?
It can be, yeah. We have a full roster right now. Meaning we have a lot of players who didn't see the field who could have very well started for us. But each game is different. Each game has its own story. We decide our starting 11 according to the moment in time where we're at, and we take everything into consideration before we make a decision. And part of that decision making is it's playoffs, it's a series, it's against a team who have particular strengths in certain areas, weaknesses in other areas, and these are all the factors that go into our decision making process. And we will do the same today and find the best solution possible for LAFC to win a game in Austin.
Last one for me. You addressed the start of game one. You called it ridiculous, and it's not called for. Ilie Sanchez, obviously a very familiar face around these parts, seemed to be trying to go after Sonny in some ways. Was jawing with him. Is that typical of Ilie based on your experience with him? Did you see him as just being a competitor in that, or what did you see from his actions, and how did you take them?
It's really a question for him. But yeah, of course, it's something. It's something that he's trying to achieve. There are other ways to do it other than straight off the kickoff. So I mean, it's obviously premeditated and it's very clear. But why and what the outcome was supposed to be, you just have to ask Ilie that. Not something that I saw from him here, nor did we ever ask him to do that. Again, that's a question for him, and it's up to the referees to manage that stuff. Frankly, if players are allowed to do things like that and they get away with it and it helps their team, then fair game. But it's not something that I ask of our players.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So as a midfielder, I understand you are coordinating with both defense and attackers, right? So in terms of attackers, how do you communicate with Sonny and Boanga to maintain the good quality during the game?
I mean, it's so easy to play with them. They're asking for every ball. They want to threat the opponent team always. So it's just some guys that where they are on the field. They ask for the ball, and you look for them also. So every time we're moving the ball or something, is to find them in behind or them in a position where they can be dangerous in good spot. So, I mean, we've been working for so long at the moment to especially put them in those situations, and I think now it's clicking even more with us, the midfielders, but also with everybody on the team, the defenders, the wing backs, and everybody. So, yeah, I think just communicating on the film, and everything is gonna be fine.
So I understand you are mingling with the team very well, but off the pitch, how do you interact with the players, and especially how do you interact with Boanga and Sonny?
They're two guys that they're easy to talk, easy to share things with, and we're talking sometimes about outside of soccer, but mainly about soccer. And when they come to us, and they come in the locker room and they say, "Hey, look, when you receive that ball, try to turn this way, find us into this pocket," or things like this. And it's just something that after that you're thinking about it, and you're like, okay, yes, if this guy has me to do it, I'm gonna look for him. And they're talking to everybody on the team, so now everybody's looking for them, like we're saying, and it's perfect to find that connection. Thank you.
I remember that you were actively engaged in the attack during the last game, and how did you coordinate with Boanga and Sonny to do so?
Yeah, I'm just trying to expose the spaces we get. Yeah, I'm trying to help the team as much as possible. Run into open spaces, open up gaps, or like creating my own space, and that's what I'm here for. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, it's always super hard to play in Austin. I don't know what the weather is gonna be like, but they have a good crowd, they have a good field, they have a lot of confidence playing at home, I think. So yeah, it's super hard to play there, but yeah, we will have to be ready for a good game, good fight. It's playoff time, so it's a very important one, and it's their last chance. So yeah, we want to take advantage of that and make a good game.
So how does the team approach day two? Like, do you play for a sweep or?
Yes, of course. We know we can't rely on having a third game. Like we always want to win every single game, so that's what we will try to do. And yeah, there's no other thought on our minds.
I think a couple weeks ago, Kevin Baxter with LA Times mentioned about growing a beard for Wanda, you, and Sonny. After that, have you ever mentioned about that to Sonny?
Sonny did have a little beard like a week ago or so in practice. We made a little fun of him, so he shaved it again, and he's still a very handsome guy, so he doesn't have to grow out his beard.
And particularly on Billier, who's someone you know very well, did you have any thoughts on the way that he approached that game, the way that he started off with Son and the contact and sort of the banter with Son? Was that the Ilya that you grew to know?
Yeah, I mean, we've had him on our side before, so that's the only difference. Yeah, I don't want to dig too deep into that. Whatever was going on between them. I think both of them are professionals. They both have high expectations, high goals. So yeah, it was just about winning that game.